गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा, विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा। तव शुभ नामे जागे, तव शुभ आशीष मागे, गाए तव जय गाथा। जन गण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता। जय हे जय हे जय हे, जय 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 हे।
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Kindly take your seats. And we are all set to officially begin this celebration of Indian independence. I would now like to call on stage Secretary General IBPC, Dr. Sahitya Chaturvedi, for a welcome address. Let's welcome him with a round of applause, everyone.
Good evening, Salam Alaikum, Namaskar. Your Excellency, Mr. Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, the UAE Minister for Tolerance and Coexistence, the Ambassador of India, the Consul General of India, the Vice President from Dubai Chambers, Chairman IBPC, Vice Chairman IBPC, Governors, EXCOM, conveners, sponsors, media, artists, volunteers, family and friends, all are warm welcome. This is a special day, not just for India, as we are embarking a journey of Viksit Bharat. Since 1947, it is the 78th of independence, and today the Minister of UAE, Mr. Sheikh Al Nahyan, is with us. So I request him to come on the stage and grace the event with his blessings. Thank you.
Dear Excellencies Sanjay, Ambassador of India, Excellencies, distinguished guests, members of the Indian Business and Professional Council and of the Indian community, which is led by my dear brother Faraz, and who organized this great gathering to celebrate the independence, great Independence Day of India. Friends of India, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for the opportunity to celebrate with you your 78th Independence Day of India. 78th. I thank my dear brother Paras and the Indian Business and Professional Council for organizing this celebration. And I congratulate all of you on this important milestone in the history of your beloved country. This celebration highlights, in my view, the close relations between India and the United Arab Emirates. You of the Indian Business and Professional Council have helped to inspire and enable an ever closer relationship between our two countries. You have always been strong advocates of our shared commitment to the development, progress, and well-being of India, of the United Arab Emirates, and of the entire world. That shared commitment bolsters the spirit of cooperation and productive relations between India and the UAE and strengthens our resolves that our relations will grow even stronger in the future. Today, as we celebrate India's Independence Day, I ask you please to continue promoting the cooperation and friendship between our two countries. please continue to contribute positively to the life of the United Arab Emirates and to strengthen, thank you, and to strengthen the good relations that exist between the peoples of India and the United Arab Emirates. My dear friends, I am very pleased this evening to observe your pride in the great strides that India has made in the 77 years since you achieved your independence. During those years, India has become a force for tolerance, peace, and harmony, a center of commerce and innovation, and a major source of research and development in the entire world. Indians everywhere are dedicated to the values and principles of courage, strength, wisdom, intellect, justice, loyalty, and understanding. These are values and principles that characterize India and its people. On this 78th anniversary of independence, citizens of India should be rightly proud of their country's adherence to these universal values and principles. They should be proud of India's achievements, just as India itself should be proud of its citizens and their positive impact inside and outside their country. The rest of the world has taken note that India's society is strong and vibrant, and that Indians in their midst are loyal and productive. The success of Indians who live and work beyond India's borders reflects well on the Republic of India. As we see around us in the UAE, non-resident Indians bring with them the inherent tolerance, fraternity, and understanding that marks their country and distinguishes their culture. Independence Day celebrations are normally associated with hope and confidence in the future. This 78th independence celebration is definitely no exception. I share in your optimism of the vast potential and promise of your remarkable country. I share in your conviction that the Republic of India inspires hope for the future and at the same time offer examples of achievements that are of great value to the whole world. Today, on this auspicious occasion, I express my best wishes to the people of India for a successful future. And I state my strong belief that India will always take its rightful place among the nations of the world. I'm not only speaking for myself. We in the United Arab Emirates are pleased to share in your celebrations today. We value India's impressive progress in all fields and its growing importance on the global stage. We applaud India's commitment to achieve a prosperous future for all of its citizens. Under the wise leadership of His Highness the President, Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed Al Nahyan, we cherish our long-standing and deep-rooted relations with the people of India. And thank you. and we are looking forward to enhancing them in the future. Our two countries share much in common. Both countries understand and agree that we should do all we can to strengthen our joint political, economic, commercial, and cultural relations. And just as India has long promoted creativity, innovation, and human and economic development in its own country, the leadership of our president is solidifying our position in the UAE as a major center for those activities as well. The United Arab Emirates is a safe, stable, and prosperous country. And you as an Indian community in the UAE should be proud of that because you are an integral part of this progress and development. And we appreciate your contribution immensely. And together with India and other peace-loving nations, we seek a similar outcome in all corners of the world. Ladies and gentlemen, my dear friends, I thank you again for the opportunity to join your celebrations this evening and to pay tribute to India's history and great progress. I wish all of you and all the people of India continued success, prosperity, and well-being. Happy Independence Day. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Shri Satish Sivan, Chairman IBPC Dubai, Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, Vice President, Dubai Chambers, Ms. Maha Al-Gargawi, Vice Chairman, IBPC Dubai, Mr. Sunil Sinha, Member Board of Governance, IBPC, Mr. Paras Shehdatpuri, and Secretary General, Dr. Sahitya Chaturvedi. We please have a huge round of applause to thank His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, Minister of Tolerance and Coexistence, to grace this occasion with his presence.
Your Highness Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan, ladies and gentlemen, first of all, I convey my warm greetings and best wishes to you all on India's 78th Independence Day. I also convey my heartfelt gratitude to Your Highness to spare time to attend this celebration. I know how packed your schedule is with multiple engagements in Abu Dhabi, but still you have made it here in Dubai. It means a lot to us. Your presence is always a source of comfort and confidence to the entire Indian community. The day any country achieves independence is a landmark day in its history. For India, we achieved independence exactly 77 years ago. In 1947, when our Tiranga, our respected tricolor flag, replaced the Union Jack. On this date, we broke free from the yoke of colonialism and centuries of exploitation by our colonizers and were born as a free nation. Our freedom fighters, through unwavering determination, sacrifices, and a vision for a better future, paved the way for India that we know today. They ignited the spark of independence that still burns bright in our hearts, and it's our responsibility to carry this flame forward. I think one of the best achievements in the last 77 years has been democracy, which provides the fundamental edifice on which we have been able to build the success of our nation. If you zoom out of India and look at the Indian subcontinent, you will see India as a large island of peace, harmony, development, and prosperity in an ocean, perhaps of chaos. And that too, in spite of our diversities of religions, cultures, languages, cuisines, and so many other things. We have proven that it's not homogeneity which leads to stability and progress, but it is tolerance, harmony, the Indian ethos across millennia, and the spirit of democracy. India just completed the largest democratic exercise on earth, our general elections, with close to 1 billion voters, more than 1 million polling stations. When a country in the West, the so-called oldest democracy on earth, was 77 years old, it was going through bloody civil wars. India, in contrast, is a very stable democracy. In another country in the West, which went through elections around the same time, we heard that there were more than 30 candidates killed in the election process. In our elections, perhaps not even one was injured. That speaks of the maturity of our democracy, and I'm sure you're proud of it all. We have made progress in so many fields across these 7+ decades. And one of them is picking up good friends and partners. And UAE certainly is a glowing example of that. And you have seen the outcomes in the last 10 years in particular, although this is a very historic relationship. You will recall that on Independence Day, exactly 2 years ago, Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi gave the call for Har Ghar Tiranga, because Tiranga represents each Indian and our dear nation. The Tiranga has today come to be respected across the globe. Today, wearing the Indian tricolor or flashing an Indian passport evokes respect for Indians. India as a country today is taken seriously. It punches well above its weight and is able to play a role at a global level, influence the course of things, and other countries are in awe of it. At a very practical level, for individuals, you would have seen that your passport, when you put it down at the immigration counter, is being respected more today than 10 years ago or even 20 years ago. Why is this happening? Obviously, we have done some things right. Let me list a few reasons why we are taken more seriously now than ever before in the past. I'll give a short list of about 10. One is the handling of COVID pandemic. To handle a pandemic in a country of 1.4 billion people, which is about 1/6 of humanity, is not easy due to very uneven levels of development in our country, the vast expanse, the socio-economic conditions which exist in the country. But India did reasonably well. We developed our own vaccines. We not only produced vaccines for our own use, but then we shared it with the world, with about 98 countries under the initiative of Vaccine Maitri. That got us respect and reputation that India cares, while the West was stockpiling vaccines several times their population. It showed that India was actually practicing what we all know as Vasudhaiva Kutumbakam, that the world is one family. Second is the digitally enabled socio-economic delivery done by the government of India. The Digital India Stack, as you all hear about it, the JAM Trinity, the Jan Dhan accounts, Aadhaar card, the mobile phone, UPI, the RuPay Stack, which we have recently shared with the UAE. If you recall, when Prime Minister Modi was here in February this year, His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed, the President, and Prime Minister Modi launched jointly the J1 card, which was based entirely on the Indian RuPay Stack. And last month, the Central Bank of the UAE has started a public rollout of that card. That makes us proud, but then that's a symbol of what we can do together. And today, our relationship is not just about trade or investment or just people-to-people contact. Our systems are coming together. Systems are getting integrated. All these things have also led to financial inclusion in India. Third is India's growing economic relevance in the world. You're all proud citizens of a country which is the 5th largest economy in the world. The impoverishment of India caused during its colonial past is a very well-documented fact. And today it's poetic justice that we have just passed over our colonial masters in GDP terms. All that is due to the sweat and toil of Indians and our visionary leadership of over 7 decades. For more than a decade now, India has been among the top 3 the fastest growing major economies in the world, and should soon be surpassing Japan and Germany to become the world's 3rd largest economy by 2027. As far as the stock market size is concerned, which is one of the key indicators of the buoyancy and the confidence in the economy, We are already at number 4. And inshallah, by the end of the decade, we should be at number 3. The fourth is an independent foreign policy in an increasingly polarized world. The weaponization of not only SWIFT, but almost everything is leading to a larger change in international affairs than one could have ever imagined. Trade, connectivity, debt resources, and even tourism have become points of political pressure. Gaming of global rules and practices for narrow national advantages has become quite a reality. In such a global situation, India's strategic autonomy is very critical for our country. Look at how we have dealt with the Ukraine-Russia crisis. You would have seen Dr. Jaishankar's statement in media on buying Russian crude. India has actually been able to call the bluff of the West. And at the same time, we maintain very good relations with countries of the West. As Dr. Jaishankar said, it's very easy to be on either this side of the fence or that side of the fence because your position is well known. But the challenge is to be sitting on the fence and then to navigate to safeguard your interest. But then India has been able to do that. India has also been leading the voice of the global South and hosting the G20 and coming up with a consensus declaration is clearly a proof of that. Fifth is very innovative diplomacy that has introduced new concepts and platforms. Quad, for instance, a need of the hour for the world, for world stability. Another initiative closer home with the UAE, the I2U2, is again very much ahead of its time, and it's some kind of a logical succession to the Abraham Accords, another great initiative of the UAE. This just sort of increases the coverage of the Abraham Accords in a different way, of course, in the more economic context. India has launched the International Solar Alliance, of which UAE is also a partner. India has launched the Global Biofuel Alliance during G20, again with the UAE. This has helped India, again I'll use the Sanskrit word Vishwamitra, friend of the world, and it's increasing our credentials for that. Sixth is a very resolute national security policy. A lot of our foreign policy is actually devoted to preparing for and obviating and also mitigating security threats. We have been able to protect ourselves reasonably well. There was a time when, and you would have seen that in the past, there was a time when communal rights in India were a very regular occurrence. But fortunately for us, it doesn't happen anymore. But having said that, national security is always a work in progress. You can never take it for granted. Seventh is a determination to look after our people abroad. A case in point, after Corona pandemic hit the globe in 2020, we launched these Vande Bharat operations in which we repatriated Indian nationals, not only from the UAE, but all parts of the world. Not just Wuhan, but across the globe we did it. And we did it not only for Indians in those countries, we lifted nationals of other countries in the neighborhood, whether it was Sri Lanka, Pakistan, Nepal, Bangladesh, you name it, and we were able to do that. There was a massive evacuation exercise from Yemen when before the crisis started. And then Ukraine, we were able to repatriate about 22,000 Indians when Ukraine was under attack. No, that was, again, a major, I would say, repatriation exercise and also a political exercise, to safely evacuate people. After that, that was not the end of it. Sudan, Operation Kaveri, and then after the Israel-Gaza crisis of October last year, Operation Ajay. These operations have actually given greater confidence to the Indian diaspora world over that they are safe and the government is there to look after them. Eighth is the willingness to be a first responder in our extended neighborhood. So whether there's a crisis coming in Sri Lanka or in Maldives, they can bank on India. Ninth is also the perception of a civilizational state that is finding its place once again in the global order. And that is where the concept of Bharat comes in. The civilizational strengths are now coming out. If you see the International Day of Yoga, and once again, I'm very grateful, Your Highness, to grace all our International Day of Yoga celebrations in Abu Dhabi. So this very ancient, I would say, philosophy or way of life or whatever you may call yoga, coming from ancient India, but now a part of humanity, the part of the world, is getting accepted at the UN level. Last year we celebrated the International Day of the Millets. Ayurveda, mission life, which Prime Minister Modi sort of gave the call of, again accepted by the UN in the presence of the UN Secretary General in Gujarat a couple of years ago. And these ideas are very simple ideas that let's not bank on our governments to look at the environment, to look after the environment. Let's do our bit. We can do so much to protect the environment. Again, the term gaining currency here, again, back to the Sanskrit term of Vishwa Guru. That's how these terms start getting more and more weightage. Last but not the least, Indians are respected for their caliber, hard work, innovation. And as His Highness just mentioned, these are traits which we are all proud of, and each one of you exhibit these traits. And that's why this country is home to the largest population of Indian nationals and growing. I was just seeing the statistics of what were our numbers 10 years back. We were at 2.2 million. Within 10 years, we have crossed 3.5 million. And that's a huge leap. And thanks to, I would say, the graciousness of the UAE government and the rulers of the UAE and Your Highness, thank you very much. You've all seen that, and many of you actually have been participating in the rapid and positive transformation of India-UAE relations. When visionary leaders take charge on both sides, transformation actually happens. Since July last year, it's the fact that Prime Minister Modi has visited the UAE thrice, and His Highness Sheikh Mohammed bin Zayed has visited India twice. The 5 visits at that level within a short span of a year is quite unprecedented. But then the momentum of the relationship is so high that it necessitates interaction at that level. I will not list out the achievements, there are too many, but I must come out with just 2-3 which touch the lives of our families, of our diaspora. One is the opening of the CBSE office. Last month, the CBSE office started operating from the premises of the Indian consulate here. Considering the fact that there are 105 schools, and I see some principals here, and 3.25 students going to CBSE affiliated schools, I think this is an important service to be provided. The master's program at the campus of IIT Delhi in Abu Dhabi commenced in early this year, and their flagship bachelor's program is set to commence next month. We are also in talks with the government of Dubai to start a campus of Indian Institute of Management, Ahmedabad, the top institute as far as management is concerned in India. That, inshallah, should be a reality very soon. The friendship between our countries is actually a role model exemplifying the power of shared values and also mutual respect. A shining example of this is the Babs Hindu Mandir in Abu Dhabi, inaugurated by the Prime Minister in February this year. The temple is not just a place of worship. It symbolizes the strong values of tolerance and cooperation upheld by both nations. The temple has served as a beacon of peace and harmony in this region. Over 1 million visitors from across the world, across faiths, have visited the temple to admire the intricate architecture which showcases stories of civilizations, faiths, folklore of humanity. Before I conclude, I must congratulate the new team at the helm in IBPC under the leadership of Mr. Siddharth Balachandran. Obviously, there is a lot to gain from the experience of veterans like, I can see Paras, I can see Kandhari ji, I can see Mr. Kothari, and so many others in this room. But I also see winds of change. I see more involvement of the younger generation. When we talk about India, one of our strengths is our demography. We call it the demographic dividend. And I think the median Indian age is about 38 years, and about 65% of the population is below the age of 35. So I feel that that demographic quotient should also perhaps be represented in the IBPC, because Our people have been here for decades. They've worked hard, grown themselves, grown their credibility of the country. But now it's also time to make sure that the same involvement is there for the younger crowd. So I've already had discussions with Mr. Balachandran to diversify, to have more membership across genders, especially involving the youth. That I think will be a welcome change. But my speech cannot be complete without thanking the UAE government once again and the rulers for the graciousness and generosity towards the Indian community in this country. UAE is a manifestation of their vision of building a country and society premised on peace, harmony, tolerance, and brotherhood. Once again, I thank IBPC for organizing this celebration, and I wish you all again Happy Independence Day. Jai Hind.
We're celebrating the Indian independence, ladies and gentlemen. Energy kahan hai? See, we are just going to, it's not going to be a boring evening. I promise you that. And I'm starting with some kind of entertainment right away. That's why I've come down. Okay, we've got some gifts to give away. Yeah? Who wants to win some gifts? Imagine you came here for a party to celebrate the Indian independence and you're walking away with gifts. Anybody wants to win? Oh, itna dur. Wahan aana padega mujhe. Yahan aa jao? Okay, all right. So, simple question. How much do you know about India? Okay. So, Indian independence is celebrated on which date? 15th August. That's not the question. The question is, nobody shouts the answer, okay? After how many years of British rule was India freed? Should I give you options? Okay. Option A, 80 years. Option B, 90 years. Option C, 100 years. आप वहाँ क्यों देख रहे हैं? Guess करिए ना, आपको option भी दे दिया मैंने.
90.
90? No? What do you have to say, sir?
I think it was closer to 200 years.
200 years of British rule? 300 years? 91 years? This is correct. 90 years, yeah, almost 90 years. 89 is also correct, but I'll give it to you. Good, you did not believe anyone. They were all guiding you wrong. Your gift is right there. Can I please request the IBPC team to bring a bag that's courtesy IBPC. There are some really nice perfumes for you. Thank you, sir. Minister of India.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Zor se.
Jawaharlal Nehru.
Pandit Jawaharlal Nehru. Congratulations. Simple. Can we have a gift passed on here, please? I need a bigger round of applause for him. Come on, everyone. Thank you.
His Excellency Ambassador of India, Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, Chairman, distinguished members of IBPC, ladies and gentlemen. I'm extremely delighted to join you all today in the celebrations to commemorate our country's 78th Independence Day. As we all know, and as very eloquently mentioned by Ambassador, India is a civilization as old as history of mankind, with rich, unique cultural and economic characteristics. Yet this celebration today is significant as it commemorates the history of modern India, history of a country which rose from the shackles of slavery and subjugation. It commemorates the rise of a global power that contributes to the common global good. It is particularly heartening to celebrate with friends of India who have been partners in our march to growth and prosperity. Today, we are a country of 1.4 billion, a country whose welfare and sustainable progress is critical to global prosperity. India is not a follower of global trends, but a trendsetter. We are well and truly on our way to being a Vishwaguru and reclaiming our rightful place in the Committee of Nations. Being an Indian today is a matter of pride wherever you reside in the world. Let me list out some indicators which embellish India's achievements. Foremost, as Ambassador mentioned, India is today the world's largest vibrant electoral democracy. Our successful conduct of free and fair general elections, resulting in stable governance continuously since 1999, is no mean achievement. This is particularly so when you look at the world around us, where there is so much instability, chaos, and violence. India will be a $4 trillion economy in the next fiscal year and surpass Japan by the early next fiscal, that is mid-2025, to become the world's fourth largest economy. Some predictions say that it is said to be the third largest economy, earlier than the previous prediction of 2030, surpassing Germany and just behind US and China. India became the first country to land in the lunar South Pole through its Chandrayaan mission. India was the first country to achieve orbit of Mars in the first attempt through our Mangalyaan program. 2 Indian astronauts have already joined the mission to International Space Station. 1.37 billion Indians have a unique digital identity, facilitating faster, transparent delivery of services. According to Pew Research, India has the highest citizen satisfaction with democracy amongst major economies. We are the third largest in the world in terms of the numbers of unicorn startups, with 110 of them accounting for a combined valuation of nearly 350 billion US dollars. UPI, or digital payment transactions, breached 14 billion transactions just in 1 month in July this year, with a value of almost $250 billion. We may look at a cumulative annual transaction worth 3 trillion US dollars in this year. Women's power will drive our march to become a developed nation by 2047. 39% of MSMEs today in the country are owned by women. In the last 10 years, 100 million women have become financially independent. 34% of corporate board positions today are occupied by women. In the past decade alone, financial inclusion saw 520 million people joining the banking sector, and nearly 250 million people came out of multi-dimensional poverty through aggressive, targeted socio-economic policies. One indicator which clearly credits the community here in Dubai and across UAE for India's such stupendous economic success is the remittances that flow into the country. Thanks to the Indian community, India is the largest recipient of remittances, with inflows expected to reach $125 billion in 2024. We almost receive twice the remittances than the next largest recipient, Mexico. This is just one among the many contributions that the Indian community around the world makes in nation building. Indians have been an integral part of UAE's economic fabric even prior to the founding of our countries in the modern version in 1947 and 1971. Trade and commerce has been a core element of our partnership, so much so that the interest of Government of India prior to the establishment of diplomatic relations with UAE in 1972 was represented through a trade office that existed in Dubai since the early 60s. Let me take a few minutes to touch upon where we stand today in our bilateral relations. The trade relationship, as you know, has reached new heights in the past decade, despite global challenges, demonstrating the resilience and adaptability of our economies. Thanks to CIPA, during the last financial year, bilateral trade reached $84 billion, reflecting the robust trade ties. With the trajectory that we are witnessing, I am sure we will scale the target of $100 billion of non-oil trade and $50 billion of services trade much earlier than 2030. The two countries have signed the local currency settlement mechanism, which will ensure that our currencies will be benefiting from this trade and reduce our dependence on others. We actually had a wonderful session organized by IBPC in June this year on local currency settlement mechanism. Bharat Mart, which will come up in JAFSA, will bolster Make in India by leveraging Jebel Ali Port's strategic location and strength in logistics. We signed a bilateral investment treaty in February this year. Other than the landmark BIT, we also have the Intergovernmental Framework Agreement on India, Middle East, Europe Economic Corridor, which will connect India and the subcontinent to new markets, thus opening up opportunities like never before. I personally believe harnessing technology will be the next frontier in our relationship. Fintech and digital payments hold a lot of promise. UPI, the digital payment platform of India, has been introduced in UAE. This will make payments seamless for all Indians visiting and residing in this country. We are collaborating on developing Jaiwan card, as Ambassador mentioned, based on India's RuPay stack. We are integrating our payment and messaging systems, providing a crucial alternative to the SWIFT payment messaging system. We also are looking at energy storage technologies, smart grid and IoT in renewable energy, deployment of AI technologies, machine learning and data analytics in the space sector, healthcare and supply chains. On behalf of all Indians who call their UAE their home, I wish to utilize this opportunity to extend our gratitude to the visionary rulers of this great country for the opportunities given to them to thrive and prosper. I wish to thank IBPC for all the support extended to Indian entrepreneurs and reiterate that we value our partnership with them. I am sure that the new team under the leadership of Mr. Siddharth Balachandran will touch new frontiers in promoting brand India in this country. I once again extend my warm greetings to all Indians and friends of India on this momentous occasion of India's 78th Independence Day. Though he has left us, I wish to convey a special thanks to His Highness Sheikh Nahyan bin Mubarak Al Nahyan for the love and affection that he has for India and his unflinching support for the Indian community. I would conclude by stating that as we march towards our vision of becoming a developed nation or Viksit Bharat by 2047, let us rededicate ourselves towards nation building and resolve to make our small contribution in our individual field of expertise so as to cumulatively serve the nation's cause. Long live India-UAE Strategic Partnership. Thank you. Jai Hind.
And before I move on to calling the next person on stage, let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, we are joined by some of the best people, most important people in this room. We have some Indians who are running extremely successful businesses and are core partners of the IBPC as well, who have always supported us. Lulu, Joy Alucas, TriStar, Ajmal Perfumes. We have Vasu Bhai with us. Can we have a huge round of applause, please, for all our senior leaders who have joined us today. Piche wale log, I can see you, so you better clap. If you don't like clapping, you can whistle also. CT bhi aap baja sakte hain because, yeah, we are here to celebrate now. So you can, and trust me, we have such, yeah, that was good. That was a good attempt. But didn't, there you go. See, good job. Anyone from this side? See, I knew you have that talent in you. So save this because we have a beautiful cultural program coming up very shortly, and it'll take a few minutes. I will introduce them to you. And by the way, let me also tell you that a very important media channel is in this room as well. I represent them too. I don't know if you've watched me on Z Connect. I feature on ZTV Middle East every Sunday, and my entire team of ZTV is here in this room recording this entire event. So all your faces are going to be on television on the show. So keep smiling and keep clapping and keep cheering for us, for IBPC and for India. Aage badhe? Let's move on. All right. So now, ladies and gentlemen, let me go ahead and invite Chairman, IBPC Dubai, Mr. Siddharth Balachandran on stage with a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen.
My friend, Sri Sanjay Sudhir, Honorable Ambassador of India to the United Arab Emirates. My very good friend, Satish Kumar Shivan, Honorable CG to Dubai and the Northern Emirates. Governors, Secretary General, my brothers and sisters of the member fraternity of IBPC, a very happy Independence Day to all of you. 77, I'm not saying I believe in it, but 7 is a very powerful number in numerology. So imagine 2 sevens. I guess that signifies the stage at which our great country is today. Couldn't be prouder. Ladies and gentlemen, I've had a revelation, a realization in the last, 10 to 15 years. I think the United Arab Emirates, the UAE, is promoting, creating a certain type of individual, a new type of individual, a new identity, the global citizen. We've heard this term very often, but I believe that the genesis of this identity is here, and it's happening. Now, what is a global citizen? A global citizen, according to me, empathizes, empowers not only his country of birth, his or her country of birth, but also the country of residence with an accent to the entire globe. And you know which country I feel aspires to be with the UAE on this global citizen stage? It is India. Where else? It is no surprise that the relationship between India and the UAE is at its zenith today. And we are just at the beginning. See, I said that a global citizen enables, empowers, and empathizes, which means that it crosses borders. So the global citizen becomes the unifying force, a unifying force in today's world. And believe you me, I'm sure all of you have felt it as well. There is a feeling that the world is becoming fractious. There is a lot of friction. There's a lot of chaos, as our Honorable Ambassador said. I believe that the global citizen can become that unifying force. Now, the IBPC is that beautiful coalescence between the United Arab Emirates and India that resonates with this ideal, with the ideal of the global citizen. So, I would like to make a clarion call to each and every eligible, well-intentioned individual in Dubai to please make an effort to associate with us, for we could help you enable that bridge from being an exemplary individual that you are to becoming this global citizen. So, the foundation of IBPC has been built by very capable individuals, great teams. Now, on behalf of my brilliant governors, my dynamic Secretary General, the even more dynamic Executive Committee, the office staff, I assure you this. From this foundation, we will build a resplendent superstructure, hopefully a skyscraper. But this transition does not belong to, it's not the responsibility of just one individual or a group of individuals or even an institution. I believe that there are many stakeholders for this transition to take place successfully. The government of Dubai is one, who was represented earlier by His Excellency Sheikh Nahyan Mubarak Al Nahyan. So kind of him to come and grace us. Without the kind of vision that the government had set for people, for institutions, for the expatriate community, we would be nowhere. So a heartfelt thanks to the government of Dubai, of the UAE, for helping us prosper. Now, the second one, I mean, it's very easy to say that we will be a world-class institution, but without a world-class regulator like the Dubai Chambers, it is impossible to do that. And in the case of Dubai Chambers, they're not only a regulator, but they also guide. So my heartfelt thanks to them as well for helping us bridge the gap between good and hopefully become great in the future. What do I say about the heads of one's community? For that is what the ambassador is, the CG is. I believe that the expatriate Indian community is like a family. They definitely are the heads of this family. A big round of applause, please. The kind of reassurance and support that they give us is, words can't express gratitude. Thank you so much. Now, we also come to our dynamic governors, my fellow governors, and each and every person who's involved in the leadership team of IBPC, both policy making and execution. I thank you. You inspire me. And I hope the kind of energy that you infuse in me helps me match your expectation of me. So thank you for your efforts. Now all of you, people who are here and beyond. Like I said, the effort here, the aspiration is to help everybody who's associated with IBPC to make the transition from an exemplary individual to a global citizen. And an even higher aspiration that we have, is to fill the skyscraper that I mentioned before with a reservoir of global citizens for Dubai, for UAE, for the world. Thank you. God bless the UAE, God bless India, God bless all of you. Thank you so much.
As we would now like to felicitate our platinum sponsors and the event co-sponsor. And to join Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, I would like to invite back on stage His Excellency, Mr. Sanjay Sudhir, His Excellency, Mr. Satish Sivan, Mr. Sunil Sinha, Dr. Sahitya Chaturvedi. Could you kindly join us back on stage to felicitate our platinum sponsors and event co-sponsor? Can we have a huge round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for our dignitaries to join us back on stage? We shall begin by felicitating our platinum sponsor, TriStar Group, and I would like to invite on stage founder and CEO, Mr. Eugene Main. With a huge round of applause, let's welcome Mr. Eugene on stage. say a couple of words to the audience.
Hello, everybody, and very happy Independence Day to all of you here. We are very proud at TriStar to be associated with the Indian Business and Professional Club. In fact, I've been living here for over 47 years, and I've been quite familiar with not only the Indian Sports Club, but the IBPC. And it's a place that has very lot of fond memories, which I keep in my heart. And I think we are very glad to come back to continue this association and maybe to support it to reach the skyscrapers that Siddharth has in mind. Thank you, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Would now like to felicitate the Fatima Healthcare Group, FMC Network Dubai, and I would like to invite on stage Dr. Beena Hussain, Executive Director, Fatima Healthcare Group. Let's have a huge round of applause for her, ladies and gentlemen. Ma'am, we would like you to say a few words, please.
Hello everyone, dignitaries on this dais and others in front of me. I'm delighted to be a part of this Independence Day celebration. I wish you all a very happy Independence Day. Very happy to celebrate 78th Independence Day. And on behalf of FMC and the chairman of FMC, Dr. KP Hussain, I'm the executive director of FMC. I'm very happy to have been always supporting IBPC, who are doing a wonderful job, who's inspiring a lot of people. So we continue and we'll be happy to support them. And also a big thanks for this memento, for this felicitation. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you, ma'am, for joining us on this prestigious occasion. Kindly take your seat. Moving on, ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to invite on stage Lulu Group International. They are our platinum sponsors as well. I would like to invite Executive Director Mr. Ashraf Ali, MA. A huge round of applause, everyone. Words, sir.
Thank you very much. First of all, I would like to convey Happy Independence Day. We always be a part of IBPC. We always supporting all business communities. IBPC is doing a very good job for developing Indian businessmen. Hope it will continue. The new management team is going to be takeover. I hope we'll create a skyscraper. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. And last but not the least, we'd like to invite on stage HSBC Bank. Can I please invite Head of NRI MENA region, Ms. Neha Ghai, with a huge round of applause, everybody. Let's welcome our representative of HSBC right here. Ms. Neha. Few words, please.
Good evening, everyone. And firstly, a very happy Indian Independence Day. We are very proud to be associated with IBPC. This is our third year consecutively that we have been associated with IBPC to mark this beautiful day. Yeah, of course. As HSBC, our mission is to open the opportunities, a world of opportunities for our customers, our partners, and for all who would like to come and associate with us. This is a beautiful day, and I'm proud that we are here celebrating today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. Thank you. Thank you so much, gentlemen. Kindly take your seats. And before I present an AV, I want to collectively thank the IBPC annual sponsors, TriStar Group, FMC Network UAE, Lulu Group International, Aster DM, HSBC Bank, and Pooja Studios. Let's have a huge round of applause for all our sponsors. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we have an AV. Can we have the AV, please?
As a proud Indian, let's strive for opportunities and excellence. Here's to India's growth and progress. Happy Independence Day.
That's
बस यार, we have to meet. इस बार डिफिकल्ट है यार. संडे इंडिया पहुंच रहा हूँ. 3 दिन अकाउंट खोलने में, फिर फंड ट्रांसफर सेटअप, छुट्टी खत्म. लास्ट दिन कॉफी ट्राई करते हैं.
अरे 4 घंटे में हो जाएगा. HSBC NRI अकाउंट.
Really?
Open your mind, NRI.
तो नेक्स्ट वीक ओपन रखना. रोज पार्टी करते हैं.
Forget my statistics. Wins, losses. My man of the matches. My greatest evers.
Show me hope, show me faith. Take a chance.
Forget my interviews. My sound bites.
Praise. Now
Every breath.
will begin.
And every move. Every rise, every fall. What I am has no bearing on what I'm about to be. My account starts today. HSBC, the springboard of your story that's about to be written. Start your account today.
A huge round of applause for HSBC once again, ladies and gentlemen, our co-sponsor. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's finally time to present to you the cultural event that we have put together. Dance and celebration and music is an integral part of the Indian culture, and that's what we are going to present to you. I need to check, are we all awake? I don't think so. Come on, are you ready for the stage to be set on fire? Yes, louder. जय हिंद, जय भारत, जोर से. See, without a mic someone is saying, so you all need to join him. Match the energy, come on. Okay, before we have the dance performance, there is a, यहाँ पर शायरी कितने लोगों को आती है? I'm sure there are a lot of you. Someone has come forward already and we'd like to invite him on stage. इनका नाम ही आशिक है. Ladies and gentlemen, Ashik Hussain from Tanzim International.
Ladies and gentlemen, आप लोगों को आज़ादी की ये शाम 78 बहुत बहुत मुबारक हो. कुछ मैंने शायरी तो नहीं तुकबंदी की है कि मुबारक हो तुम्हें आज़ादी की ये हसीन शाम. मुबारक हो तुम्हें आज़ादी की ये हसीन शाम. IBPC ने सजाई है ये महफिल और दिया है ये पैगाम. IBPC ने सजाई है ये महफिल और दिया है ये पैगाम. इंडिया और UAE का रिश्ता हो और भी ज़्यादा मजबूत. इंडिया और UAE का रिश्ता हो और भी ज़्यादा मजबूत और इसी तरह बढ़ता रहे हमारा आपस का एहतराम. जय हिंद, जय हिंद. आप सबको बहुत बहुत मुबारक. और भगवान से प्रार्थना है कि इसी तरह UAE और इंडिया की आपस की ताल्लुकात को बरकरार रखे. और जो हमारे एम्बेसडर ने कहा है कि इस साल इस डिकेड के आखिर तक हम वी विल बी द 3rd लार्जेस्ट इकोनॉमी. हो सकता है कि ये मौका और भी जल्दी हमारे पास आ जाए क्योंकि हम में वो दम है, हम में वो हम है, हम में वो जोश है और हम में वो लियाकत है कि हम दुनिया की तीसरी सबसे बड़ी ताकत बन के दुनिया को दिखाएंगे और वो भी विदाउट वेपनाइजेशन. थैंक यू.
Thank you so much, Mr. Ashik, for that very powerful recitation. Right, ladies and gentlemen, let's move on and invite our cultural program on stage, and that is going to be presented to you by someone who goes by the name of Kundan Mukherjee. आपने इनके बारे में ज़रूर सुना होगा. He heads the Ras Manjari group. A little bit about him. Shri Kundan Mukherjee is a professionally trained and highly experienced Kathak and Odissi professional dancer, teacher and choreographer, and is a scholarship winner from Rabindra Bharati University, Kolkata, and is a former teacher at our own English High School, Abu Dhabi. He founded the UAE registered dance training consultancy company Ras Manjari in 2006, of which he is the current CEO. He is bringing to us a very wonderful program, ladies and gentlemen. So, along with, of course, the Malhar group. So, एक बार जोरदार इनके लिए तालियां हो जाए.
Namo Varde, Namo Varde, Namo Varde. Bhagavati Devi, Namo Varde, Namo Varde, Namo Varde. Jai Paap Vinashini Bahu Varde, Jai Shumbha Nishumbha Kapal Dhare, Kapal Dhare, Kapal Dhare, Pranamami Devi Narati Dhare. दिवाकर नेत्र धरे जय पुत्र धरे अविनाश करे जय पुत्र कर विभिन्न करे जय भगवती देवी नमो वरदे Namo Varde, Namo Varde. ni da ma ga sa ga ma ma ga ga sa ni sa ni da ni da ma ga sa ga ma ma ga ga sa ni da ni da ma ga sa ga ma 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 ta na na dir dir ta ni da da ni ta nu ta na ta nu ta na de re na ta na dir dir ta ni ta da Dida didi day, dida didi day, dida didi day, dida didi day. Takiti taka takiti takiti taka takiti takiti taka takiti ta. Dida didi day, dida didi day, dida didi day, dida didi day. Takiti taka takiti takiti taka takiti takiti taka takiti ta. Dida didi day, dida didi day, dida didi day, dida didi day. Takiti taka takiti takiti taka takiti takiti taka takiti ta.
घनघमण्ड नवगरजत घोरा प्रियाहीन डरपत मन मोरा घनघमण्ड नव गरजत घोरा प्रियाहीन डरपत मन मोरा घनघमण्ड नव गरजत घोरा घनघमण्ड नव गरजत घोरा। दामिनी दमकर हन घन माही दामिनी दमकर हन घन माही खलके प्रीति जथा थिर नाही बूंद अघात सहहि गिर कैसे खलके वचन संत सह जैसे घनघमण्ड नव गरजत घोरा घनघमण्ड नव गरजत घोरा।
इठलाती बल खाती इठलाती बल खाती इठलाती बल खाती इठलाती बल खाती चमकत है दामिनिया इठलाती बल खाती चमकत है दामिनिया इठलाती बल खाती बादर चहो और घेरे गरजत घन घोर सो 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 चमकत है दामिनिया इठलाती बल खाती इठलाती बल खाती चमकत है दामिनिया इठलाती बल खाती आए बल खाती
घन घोर बादर घन न घन गरजत है नभ पर गरजत है नभ पर गरजत है नभ पर तल तल दामिनिया चमक धमकत गगन के रंग मंच पर रंग मंच पर रंग मंच पर झकझोर झोर झकोर बूंदन पर की झरर भूमि पर झरर भूमि पर झरर भूमि पर जगत दिखने लगने लगने तगट दिगट दान दा करदा टिक टिक दा दा दा
जले जली जली जो दाना रे दाना रे ना दाना रे ना दाना रे दाने रे था
धीरे 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 दगे 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 टिक दान दा करे दगे धीरे धीरे दगे टिक दान
दाना रे ना 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 दाना रे ना
दा 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 के दिन दगे 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 दिन दिन के दगे दान 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 दा दान दान दगे दगे दिग 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 दगे 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 टिक दान टिक दान दा टिक दगे दगे दा दा टिक दगे दगे दा दा टिक दगे दगे दा दा
बादल के संसार गरज गरज छल के बूंद के बरसे फुहार
Can we hear a huge round of applause, everyone, for Ras Manjari Group and Malhar Group. Kundan Mukherjee, sir, please stage par rahiye. Please kindly stay back, and I would request the Malhar Group representatives to also come on stage. And can I please call on stage Mr. Siddharth Balachandran, Mr. Sunil Sinha, and Dr. Sahitya Chaturvedi to please felicitate both the groups. I'm sure अपने डांस परफॉर्मेंस से पता आपको लग गया होगा क्या क्या यहाँ पर परफॉर्म हुआ है. फिर भी एक बार let me mention it. There was a Jai Bhagwati Devi, which is a patriotic song, and then they had Rag Malkos, Rag Malhar, Tarana, Kathak नृत्य जो आप सबने देखा, सावन की कैरी आपने देखा ही होगा, कितना how beautifully they performed it. और यही नहीं, रामायण के जो लिरिक्स हैं उस पर भी इन्होंने नृत्य किया है. एक बार जोरदार तालियां इस परफॉर्मेंस के लिए. आई थिंक रियली ये सामने से बहुत अच्छा, बहुत प्यारा दिखता है, लेकिन इसके पीछे मेहनत बहुत लगती है. रस मंजरी ग्रुप के लिए थैंक यू सो मच. एंड मल्हार ग्रुप, वी हैव कुंदन मुखर्जी, हेड ऑफ रस मंजरी ग्रुप, एंड मल्हार ग्रुप से योगीराज सिकदार आ नहीं पाए, लेकिन उनके रिप्रेजेंटेटिव्स यहाँ पर हैं. थैंक यू फॉर दिस ब्यूटिफुल ब्यूटिफुल परफॉर्मेंस. And almost हम conclusion पर आ गए हैं, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to be serving dinner soon. Thank you. Thank you. Kindly take your seats. Please go and take some rest. You all need it. But thank you so much for adding so much color to our Independence Day celebration. And before we conclude the event, ladies and gentlemen, I would like to invite on stage IBPC Governor, Mr. Dinesh Kothari. वो थोड़ी सी poetry, थोड़ी सी शायरी करेंगे, and of course a vote of thanks for us all. Let's hear it for Mr. Dinesh Kothari, IBPC Governor.
Thank you. It's very tough one to say vote of thanks when everybody is waiting for dinner. Your Excellency Sudhir Ji, Ambassador of India, Your Excellency Satish Sivan, His Highness Nahyan in absentia. First of all, hearty welcome and hearty congratulations on Independence Day. First of all, I like to give my homage and tribute to all the people who laid their lives for independence to get India independent. And I'm sure they're sitting up in the sky who fought for the independence must be saying कि फला फूला रहे या रब चमन मेरी उम्मीदों का जिगर का खून दे देकर ये बूटे मैंने पाले हैं. That's all they did. They prayed, they wish that we prosper. Today I was morning listening to Modi ji's speech from Red Fort. And there were interesting things he said. One, resilience. And he used some words, tum thakoge nahi, mudoge nahi. It reminded me of a beautiful poetry by Harvansh Rai Bachchan. Agnipat. Tu na thakega kabhi, tu na mudega kabhi, tu na jhukega kabhi. Kar shapat, kar shapat, kar shapat. Agnipat, agnipat, agnipat. Behind all these great wars and freedom fights that we have, there's always somebody who inspires them. And the people which we normally don't hear about them or know about them are the people who write and inspire these people and give a call to them to give their lives for the nation. And one of the great poets was Jaishankar Prasad, who wrote a beautiful poetry which is Ahwan Geet. बड़ी क्लिष्ट हिंदी है, नहीं समझ में आए तो अपने पड़ोसी से पूछ लीजिएगा, उसको भी नहीं समझ में आए तो साहित्य चतुर्वेदी से पूछ लीजिएगा. कि हिमाद्रि तुंग शुंग से प्रबुद्ध शुद्ध भारती, स्वयं प्रभा समुज्जला स्वतंत्रता पुकारती, अमर्त्य वीर पुत्र हो, दृढ़ प्रतिज्ञ सोच लो, प्रशस्ति पुण्य पंथ है, बढ़े चलो बढ़े चलो. What a beautiful way to call the youth of the country to give their lives for the nation which they did. और दूसरी बात आज बड़ी अच्छी कही थी मोदी जी ने कि we challenge the challenge. And secondly, he said कि it's not over. We still have a lot of struggle and challenges to face. तो बड़ी सुंदर बात थी कि हम संघर्ष काल में जन्मे, ऐसा ही था भाग्य हमारा. संघर्षों में पले बड़े हम, फिर भी मिल न सका छुटकारा. और करते आगाह सितारे, अभी कड़ा दिन आने वाला, और पड़ेगा हमको तुमको और कड़ी घड़ियों से पाला. और हमारी संतानों के आगे भी संघर्ष खड़ा है, नहीं हारता संघर्षों से, इसीलिए इंसान बड़ा है. Having said that, Your Excellencies, for your time, big thank you to you, Mr. Balachandran, Vice Chairman, Board of Governors. Thank you for arranging and having us all here together to celebrate together. But very importantly, two people need special mention. One is Amit Banerjee and Ravi, who have tirelessly worked with so much efficiency, which made everything so easy and possible. What we are seeing, the amount of hard work they have put behind it is amazing. Thank you very much, Amit and Ravi. I think they've gone out to make sure that when we go out for dinner, everything is well arranged. So big thank you to them. Thank you all members who are still inside, and big thank you to them who are already having dinner. Their priorities are correct. So fair enough, let's not complain. So thank you all once again for coming and celebrating it together, and we should take a promise that next year we'll celebrate bigger and together. Jai Hind, good night.
Jai Hind. Thank you so much, Dinesh ji.
समाए रहते हैं। दिलों में प्यार की खुशबू समाए रहते हैं। हम हिंद वाले हैं, दुनिया पछाए रहते हैं। वतन के वास्ते देते हैं कुछ भी कुर्बानी। वतन के वास्ते देते हैं कुछ भी कुर्बानी। मादरे हिंद को दिल में बसाए रहते हैं। जहाँ भी जाते हैं रखते हैं तिरंगा आगे। जहाँ भी जाते हैं रखते हैं तिरंगा आगे। हमेशा मान हम इसका बढ़ाए रहते हैं। थैंक यू सो मच, थैंक यू सो मच।
जिसने आज इतनी अच्छी तरह से शाम को संभाला है, विल लाइक टू फेलिसिटेट प्रिया। अक्सर इनके नाम के साथ में जुड़ा हुआ है जेठानी, तो मैं अपनी पत्नी से कहता हूँ कि भाई जेठानी है, आप दोरानी बन के रहना। तो आई रिक्वेस्ट पारस साहब टू फेलिसिटेट प्रिया जेठानी, द एंकर फ्रॉम GTV.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to host this mega event. Presenting a face you've seen on ZTV, top sports tournaments, corporate events and weddings, award-winning MC, presenter, actor, model, and celebrity anchor, the gorgeous and classy Priya Jethani.
Thank you very much. This was a surprise, but thank you. Thank you, Sahitya ji. And अब आप सब please dinner के लिए प्रस्थान करें. Thank you very much for being a part of the Indian Independence Day celebrations here, organized by IBPC. We keep organizing the best events, and this is yet another one, another successful one. Thank you for joining us tonight. Please enjoy your dinner and see you at the next one. Take care. Good night.